believe there's no guest today, there's no game today. These are just clips that Professor Jacob has found me that will require my extemporaneous theological analysis. Is that right? Okay, I'll take your silence as either assent or evidence that you've just fallen asleep in the control room. Take it away.
You yourself said God can't be killed, and you said Jesus was killed. Come on,
For the purpose. No, for the purpose.
Hey, listen.
For the purpose of dying for our sins. And
Was God killed?
I wouldn't say God can't. Hold on. Let me rephrase. God cannot be destroyed.
Was God killed?
God cannot be destroyed.
You're not answering the question.
God can't be destroyed.
Was God killed?
God cannot be destroyed.
See, you won't answer.
I'm not going to say it.
You're not going to say
God
it?
can't be destroyed.
Because earlier you said he couldn't.
Yeah, but I'm saying...
And earlier you said Jesus was... Was Jesus killed?
But if Jesus was resurrected...
Was he killed, though?
He died, yes.
Was he killed?
He died.
So God can die.
Okay, so this is a really classic example of a distinction between Islam and Christianity. Did Christ die on the cross? The Muslims cannot accept it.
This is your post-9/11 racism talking.
You know, a lot of dogs just sit outside, tied to poles.
Historically, let's not forget, Islam is an outgrowth of an encounter between Muhammad, who went on a merchant trip with his uncle Abu Talib, I think it was, to Syria and met a monk who in the Islamic tradition is called Bahira and in the Western tradition is called Sergius, who was a heretical Christian monk, probably a Nestorian monk. And there were all sorts of Christian heresies then, as there are today. Some denied important aspects of Christianity, like the divinity of Christ. And here we see a big stumbling block for the Muslims, which is the cross. So first of all, he says, can we as humans kill God? Well, this is actually addressed in the Gospels, which is, you know, at the Passion, Christ is on the cross. They say, well, he saved other people. Let's see him save himself. Our Lord tells his apostles, he says, don't you think that if I wanted to, I could call down legions and legions of angels to of course I can. I'm God. But it's not right for me to do that. Not my will, but the Father's will be done. That is an amazing mystery. And it's necessary that he die so that all of mankind can be saved. And this is foolishness and a stumbling block to the Jews and to the Greeks and to everybody. This is a big problem. And St. Paul explains this in the letter to the Philippians 3:18. He says, there are many who are walking now, and I tell you this even weeping, who are enemies of the cross of Christ. So this is 600 years before the founding of Islam, where this guy is denying the cross of Christ, this stumbling block, this foolishness in the minds of so many mistaken people. St. Paul says there are many who are enemies not just of God, not just of Christ, who are enemies of the cross of Christ, because the cross is the axle on which the entire cosmos turns. There's so much more to say. First, though, go to goodranchers.com, use code Knowles. Do you know what I had for dinner last night? I'll tell you exactly what I had. I had delicious Good Ranchers seed oil-free chicken nuggets that were so absolutely out of this world. And I woke up this morning and Elisa said, hey, Mac, making breakfast now and we don't have eggs. And I said, I don't care about the eggs. Let me have the rest of the chicken nuggets. And they were gone. Don't be caught like me without more of the delicious chicken nuggets and all the rest of it. The steak is the best you're going to get anywhere. The prices cannot possibly be beat. Oh, it's just unbelievable. During their New Year New Meat special, subscribe to any box and use my exclusive code Knowles, Canada Be Really Yes, to claim $25 off, free express shipping, and your choice of free ground beef, chicken, also great. It's all great. Salmon in every order for an entire year. I don't know how they make the numbers work, but take advantage. If spending more time with family, spending less money on going out to eat and enjoying quality, nutritious American food is on your resolution list this year, go to goodranchers.com, use code Knowles for meat that delivers just that. Goodranchers.com, American meat delivered.
If you want to get married to a second wife, don't give her heads up for the next 10 years, torturing her every day. Listen, she's going to be blonde, she's going to be blue-eyed, she's going to be this and that, she's going to be a good cook. And everything that your wife doesn't have, you got to tell her, my second wife is going to have this. This is killing her softly. No, what you should do is keep a lid on it. You're my girl, you're the one and the only one. And once you want to go for it, a day or two after everything is finalized, say, listen, hon, I love you, but it has to be done.
I wonder if this is how the Italians, like a century ago, would handle their gumars.
I mean, it's not like in the old days when a man had a wife and then sort of a second wife.
The idea was the gumar is kind of the side girlfriend. Not you. I don't think so. And sometimes with that, maybe then the wife would like shoot you or something, like in one of those gangster movies.
Wake up, Henry.
Yeah, this doesn't seem. I mean, I guess in a way he's being compassionate to his wife. Right, he said, don't torture her for 10 years. Just when you do see the hot chick, just kind of finalize everything and just tell her, like, rip it off like a Band-Aid. But he's also acknowledging this will hurt his wife. And so if you view marriage, if you view a woman just as property, then I guess it's fine, no big deal. But if you view marriage as Christ describes marriage, two people become one flesh, and what God has joined, let no man separate. A man and a woman, not a man and 5 women, definitely not a woman and 5 men, just a man and a woman come together as one flesh, as a symbol of Christ's love for his church. One God, one church, not multiple, it's not polygamy. If you view it that way, then the Muslim desert way of doing things is probably not the most conducive to virtue or your own happiness.
I will show you the ways of the desert.
I don't know. It's sort of like mo money, mo problems. Do you really, one man and one wife can live together very, very happily. I don't know. You start introducing all these wives who kind of get a little catty with each other and they're all kind of nagging you. And I don't know. It doesn't seem ideal. This is not a good argument to convert to Islam, I think. Okay, that's the show. I'm Michael Knowles. This is the Michael Knowles Show. See you tomorrow.
Tell my Lord Salah ad-Din that Jerusalem has come.